Hi, my name's Ginger. I just wanted to introduce myself. Jonathan's not here right now, so maybe I can get him to talk about himself later. Xander is right here. Say hello. Say hi.
Oh, the brunettes were in the next room watching TV.
He is 15 months old. He was born December 10th, 2015. I got pregnant with Xander when I was 22 years old and had him at 23. Xander currently has been diagnosed with a few things. I'll go ahead and name them, and then I'll explain each of those afterwards. He has, they call pituitary dwarfism. His pituitary doesn't secrete the hormones that he needs well enough. It does handle cortisol very well, just not testosterone or growth hormone. So he is growth hormone deficient. He has a visual impairment, a hearing impairment, hypotonia. There's another one, Xander. Oh, and he was born with a cleft palate. The cleft palate is the soft palate, so in the back of your mouth where your uvula is, instead of it having the hang down, it looks like an upside down V. Occasionally, when he opens his mouth, you can see it, but I don't think he's in that kind of mood yet this morning. I've just been basically getting ready. He has therapy here in just a little bit, so I'm going to talk as quickly as I can, try to explain everything. Hearing impairment. He was diagnosed being deaf when he was only a month and a half old. He has profound hearing loss, so without his hearing aids, he doesn't hear. And with his hearing aids, he still doesn't hear a lot. We are working on the process to get a cochlear implant. His visual impairment, we were concerned about his vision at around 4 or 5 months old. He wouldn't track, he wouldn't follow, he wouldn't really look at you. So we went to the eye specialist around 5.5, 6 months old, and at that time they said not to worry about it, it's a delay, we'll check in again. So we checked in again about 3 months later, and they told me he has CVI tendencies, which is cortical vision impairment or visual maturation delay. So I'm still learning a lot about those. I'll give more information as I get it. The cleft palate, we discovered that when he was 3 days old. What else am I missing? Growth hormone deficiency. We found out about that when he was a week, right at a week old. They discovered his cleft palate, and he was also born with a micro penis. So they wanted to check his hormones. Again, the cortisol came back great, but the testosterone and the growth hormone were really low. So we do growth hormone injections daily, every night, and he did get testosterone. He got it once a month for 4 months, and that corrected his micropenis. But his testicles did not develop correctly, so they are very tiny. They're smaller than the nail on my pinky. So they're there. They float around. You know, they're very small. What am I missing? Huh? Cleft palate. That will be repaired March 28th. Keep your fingers crossed he stays healthy. Let's see. What am I thinking, huh? He does have hearing aids. He does have glasses. He doesn't have to wear his glasses right now. The doctor wants to wait a little while, and then we're going to go back in 6 months to revisit the situation, see how it's been. But we do know his vision has improved. He has started tracking. He does focus a little bit better. He has hypotonia, which means low muscle tone. So he can't really hold up his head yet. He's learning. He does roll from his back to his stomach, but his arms get stuck like to his side, so he can't roll back over. Sorry, I had to blow dry my hair. We're getting ready for therapy, and it's just like that. those little hairs keep poking at me. So with hypotonia, we don't really know how it will be in the future. We know that Xander will always have this condition. It's not something that just goes away. It can be improved with therapies. The therapies he has are occupational therapy. He has physical therapy, both of those once a week. Speech therapy once a week. We have a teacher for the the hearing impaired who comes out once a week just to teach us sign language or just give us information on what we're dealing with at that time. We have visual therapist who comes out twice a month, and then the ECI developmentalist. She tracks his development twice a month. We therapies we get at home is occupational, visual, and the developmentalist comes, and as well as educator for hearing impaired. Those come to the home. Now, speech therapy and physical therapy is at another clinic, and that's out of Fort Worth. So most of the time, because I have to see both, he has to see both of those once a week. We do it on the same day. What else, buddy? What else am I missing? Trying to think. Can you help me remember? He doesn't play with toys very well. You can put something in his lap, and if he feels around for it, he'll find it. Yeah. He does like balloons. He loves watching balloons. So each time we go to the store, we try to get him one, tied up around the house somewhere that he'll see. I'm working on another video of how he plays around, like on the floor or in his high chair. We have ordered equipment, and we do have some equipment at home. Well, the only equipment I have here is a Spio vest, and that does help with him sitting up a little bit, but he cannot sit up on his own. It just sort of gives him more support. What am I saying? Basically, you have to handle Xander like a newborn. Yeah. You sweet boy. Yes, you are. So I think I've basically covered the diagnosis. If you have any more questions about any of those, I will be happy to, answer those. I think he's going to talk to us this morning. A lot of vases for a lot of roses.